Let's take this time right now, here this minute, to take a look at self-love. What is self-love? Love is when you love someone, you love something, maybe you love a pet. Regardless of what it is, when you can have self-love, which is love for yourself. I mean, deep down, you have to at least like yourself most of the time. But what happens when you can actually love who you are on the inside and out? When you can love who you are, what you stand for, and not just that, how you are in the marketplace, how you are with public, how you are with people, just how you are in general. When you can love who you are from the inside out, this will make you unstoppable. Some people are even saying that when they develop self-love, a true love for themselves, then they were able to reach past the limiting beliefs that stopped them. They were able to reach past anything that anyone ever said. The bullies had no power over them anymore, even in your adult life. There may be bullies, there may be people who talk down to you, maybe people who criticize you, and whatever it may be. When you have self-love for yourself to start with, love who you are, love what you do, have pride in yourself. So you may not be the top earner on your block, you may not have the biggest house, you may not have the name brand clothes, you may not have what they have. Well, I can tell you something. If someone is picking on you, if someone is dissing you, or whatever you want to call it these days, when you have self-love, it doesn't matter what they have and what you have. What matters is how you feel about yourself. With self-love, you can go anywhere in the world, and what you will realize is starting your morning, how you start your morning. When you look at this and say, I'm starting my morning in a happy, content place where I know all my desires have already come to me. And that's my philosophy, is grow and learn more daily. So take this philosophy and use it as your own. Repeat it. This is my philosophy. I already have everything I desire, and I wake up every morning and I grow and learn more every day or daily. Choose your own words, but you got the concept, right? This is part of self-love. Love yourself. Love who you are. Love how you walk. Love how you talk. Love how you're learning and evolving into that you. That is amazing. So I'm giving each person with love and self-love and others in heart my actions. So say that repeatedly to yourself or out loud. I am giving, caring person. I am a loving, giving, caring person who gives self-love to others, right? In my heart and in my actions. When you can give self-love to others, which means you're pushing your love out there for other people and teaching them, you know what? Hey, you're a great person. You are great. You are good in what you're doing. Maybe you're learning different things every day. Maybe you're coming along. You're growing as it should be. And another thing is, when you are so in self-love with self, you don't have to tell people, I am good and worthy. I have a job that has the income. What others say means nothing to me. When you have self-love, you don't have to tell people how good you are. You don't have to tell people that you have a great job that you love, that gives you the income that you need. You don't have to tell people that way, because you will speak through your actions. And I always like to say I speak through my actions, because regardless, for me personally, I have self-love for self. And I love giving charity. I love doing things for donations. The best part about doing donations for me, this is me personally, is I like to be anonymous. I don't like to put a big broadcast out there. I don't like to do videos of showing me giving people things. I don't like to do that. I like to be anonymous and give the gift from the heart. I don't need my name on it. I don't need any of that. I know what I'm doing, and I know it's benefiting other people, and that makes me happy. So you don't have to put your name on everything. You can if you choose. I see a lot of people out there, like during the Christmas, during holidays, who will do videos showing them giving to, the children, to orphans or welfare or whatever. And you'll see them showing videos of how they loaded up the presents, but they don't realize, or maybe they do, you don't have to have recognition for everything you do. When it comes from the heart and from yourself, then you're going to know what you're doing is going to be shown in your actions, because whoever it is going to benefit from your love and your care. When someone speaks out and says something not so kind about you, or things, to you, one thing I could tell you about is there's always going to be someone who is going to put you down. There's always going to be someone who says something bad about you, or maybe your clothes aren't right, or maybe you think you're trying to be uptown when you're not uptown, or whatever it might be. I always like to just smile and keep going, because the flow of who I am and my actions is going to be orientated on that. And what happens is, the more you do that, and I just like to smile at people when they do that, and I just keep going, because I know that they must be in their own right feeling bad about themselves. Maybe they're not content with where they're at in their lives. Maybe they're not happy with their income, and they see you there and you're just getting better and better and better. So I always look at my life's purpose and where I'm going, because you're going to look at this and you're going to say, okay, well, what if I don't know what my life's purpose is? My life's purpose is actually training and growing in business. And that's what I am very good at, and that's what I do. So I love to do everything that fits into my lifestyle, and everything else will fall away. And this will include the people who are not so nice, the people who maybe are just picking on you because they don't have what they want to have in their lives. So don't look down on those people. Maybe they don't look as good, or maybe they just need to clean up a little bit, or whatever it might be. You have different scenarios in your life, in your community, and where you're at right now. There's different scenarios. I'm just trying to hit base on several of them to give you guys an idea that, you're not alone. Every area of every part of the world and every country has different ways of this. But when you don't let other people use their option, or use their persona or perceiving of you, don't let it fit into your life, because it's not. Because those people and those ideas and those feelings will fall away. They will fall away, because you're going to take action daily with love for yourself, with seeing yourself unfolding. It may be income growth. It may be based on the work you do. It may be a new job. It may be that you are just coming into light and saying, you know what, I can get that job. I can get that promotion. I am doing what I have to do to make myself known, to put myself out there to show that, hey, you know what, I can do this job. I can do that. I take action. I take action above and beyond what is expected of me. So let people talk about you all they want. It doesn't matter. Because now that you have grown and you've changed, what they're saying doesn't mean anything. Because if you are taking to heart what other people say about you, then you're not sure and you're not content in your own life and who you are. Then that's something you need to work on for you, and that's where self-love comes in. Because when you can love yourself above and beyond everything in the world, you're the winner. So what do you have right now that will help you to become more confident? People that are putting you down, people that are not where you're at, maybe your self-love's not quite there yet. But the more confident you get in your actions, the actions, you always take actions, okay? When you take actions and you keep everything flowing to you, then the money will flow. The money will come. But don't focus on the money. Focus on who you want to become. Focus on evolving for you to that next level. And always take action to make yourself better. And I know if you have a family, if you have, a husband, wife, children, then You definitely need to focus on how am I going to feed my kids, how do I keep a roof over their head, all that thing. Definitely, that is definitely a focus, but love yourself in the process of doing that. Because you have love for your family, granted, we all do, but we have to love ourselves first. And then everything else just like falls into place. And we become that person above and beyond who we thought we could be. So always be that person and know that everything will fall away that doesn't belong. The people will fall away. Maybe the old job will fall away. The old home will fall away. You're going to get something bigger and better. The old car that's breaking down anyway is going to go away. You're going to get something better. Whatever it may be for you. Look at what you're doing and look at how you are perceiving yourself. If you can love yourself first and foremost from the inside out, from the inside out, you're an amazing, beautiful, wonderful person. Let it show. Let yourself shine through. So keep loving yourself and keep taking action and keep growing. If you don't take action when it is presented to you, the money will always find a way to come if you really want it. If you really want to make something happen and you need the money to do it or whatever it is, you're always going to find the money will come. It's just a matter of you taking the action steps, loving what you do, and don't pay attention to anyone else, regardless of what they say. Maybe you're a plain person and you're trying to do something in business. You might want to think about maybe sprucing yourself up a little bit. Maybe put on, a little makeup or do your hair. Or if you're a guy, comb your hair. Do something else. Put on a crisp shirt, be nice. Or maybe a t-shirt that's, not wrinkled. And, spruce yourself up. Make yourself presentable. The more presentable you are to the marketplace, the more presentable you are to yourself. You come first. So keep that in mind. Action has results. Results will give you the life you want.